Create a time management plan in 6 easy steps. Do you do internet marketing? Whether it is your job to market websites, services, and products for others, or if you are marketing your own personal projects, time management is key. In fact, your ability to work and manage your time is directly related to your income earnings. The more links you distribute and the more interest you generate, the more money you should make. Since time management is an important component of becoming a successful and profitable internet marketer, you may wish to revamp the daily managing of your time. If so, continue reading on for 6 easy steps to get started. 1. Brainstorm. Do not make the mistake of jumping right into work. Instead, take the time to brainstorm and develop a list of internet marketing tasks. Decide what you want to do for the day. How do you want to market and advertise today? Do you want to update your website or blog? Do you want to submit to article directories? Do you want to buy advertisements on similar websites? If so, list these items on a scrap sheet of paper. 2. Prioritize. You might assume that you are done after brainstorming your daily tasks, but you are not. Next, you want to create a to-do list or a detailed schedule. To get started, prioritize. If working for yourself, as opposed to a client, you have more freedom. It is best to start with internet marketing tactics you know will work. Since there is less gamble, your work and the energy you put forth should pay off. For example, submitting articles to article directories is safer than using Twitter to generate clicks to a website. 3. Set time limits. As previously stated, you can create a detailed schedule. When doing so, use blocks of time. For example, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. can be used for writing and submitting one article to ezinearticles.com. This gives you 1 hour to do the task. Yes, it does apply pressure, but a time limit can also serve as a source of motivation. If you opt to create a detailed schedule, set aside specific blocks of time. Even if you don't take this approach, still create a time limit. Before you start each task, create a goal time to have it completed by. 4. Stay organized. Those who are unorganized often have poor time management. And those with poor time management are often unorganized. To improve the use of your time, get organized. Make sure you are working in a clean and professional environment, even if only working from a laptop at your kitchen table. 5. Know when to outsource. Outsourcing is not the preferred method of internet marketing, as it does cost money. With that said, there will come a point in time where you fall behind or feel overwhelmed. This is when you should outsource. Outsourced projects do not need to be large. So, even if you only hire a writer to write one article for directory submission, you are still receiving much needed marketing help. 6. Don't waste time. The biggest time waster when working as an internet marketer is the internet. Yes, this seems ironic, but it is true. There are millions of things to do on the computer and online. Therefore, it is easy to get distracted and waste time. Set rules for yourself. For example, no checking your personal email, no communication with friends on instant messenger, no playing computer games, and no surfing the internet for random websites while working. The internet is a great source of entertainment, but not when you should be doing your job. Creating a daily schedule. Do you make money marketing or advertising online? If you sell a product or service online, it is up to you to make money. The advertising approaches you take, as well as the time and energy you put into those marketing tactics, will depend on your income. Essentially, the more time you spend marketing, the more your income potential increases. Since time management is important to your success, as an internet marketer, you may be looking for ways to improve your time use. You do have many options, including to-do lists, time management software programs, and an alarm clock. Each of these approaches do work, but you should try a daily internet marketing schedule. Once properly made and used, you will be pleased with the results. Before explaining how you can make a daily schedule that you can benefit from using, it is important to know why you need to do so. As an internet marketer, you know there are hundreds of ways to market a website online. To maximize your success and your earnings, implement each of these steps. Unfortunately, there is not enough time in the day. This means you need to properly manage your time, starting with over the course of one day. Once you decide to utilize a daily internet marketing schedule, you need to decide on how you want to do so. The good news is that you have multiple options. 3 of your options include in a spreadsheet, with Microsoft Word, or by hand. Each method has its own pros and cons. For example, creating a schedule by hand is nice as you familiarize yourself with your tasks, but it can be a time-consuming process. Using a computer to create a daily schedule is quick, easy to read, savable, and printable. If you want to create a daily internet marketing schedule in Microsoft Word, you can do so in list or chart format. In most cases, you will find a list easier. This is because you start with blocks of time. If you work a 9-hour day, you will need 9 columns in your table, which is difficult to manage and read. So, create a list. Start with a heading for each hour you work. For example, start with 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Under the heading, outline each task you want to complete. For example, write and 2 proofread articles to later submit to article directories. If you want to create a daily marketing schedule in a spreadsheet, you have less control. This is because you are given pre-made columns and rows. You can extend the size of columns, but not rows. For that reason, spreadsheets are one of the less common approaches. Instead of taking the traditional approach and use columns for tasks, use the rows. Create bold headings at the front of each row for time blocks, such as 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. In the preceding rows, type what you want to do. You are limited on space, so use abbreviations. If you want to create a daily marketing schedule by hand, you still have the option of creating a chart or a list. When creating a chart, draw a large box with 8 rows. These are for the 8 hours or so you work. Have on large column. This is where you can list your tasks for the day. For example, do you want to write 2 articles the first hour of work, mark it on online forums the following, and so forth? If so, add these tasks to your schedule. When creating your daily schedule, you have the option to outline detailed tasks or to be generalized. A detailed example includes, buy advertisements for Site X, Site Y, and Site Z. A generalized example includes buy 3 advertisements. Detailed task lists are beneficial, but generalized lists can be used day after day. If you compose on your computer, simply just save and print again each day.